Thank you so much. Thank you, wonderful ladies. 16 of us joining tonight on the 3rd of June. Now, I would like to raise a question. Have you ever find yourself that on certain days you are very tired, low in mood, that you cannot bring yourself to do anything? And in certain days, probably the very next day, you're full of energy and you feel like you can conquer every challenge and every obstacles in your life. Why is that so? And there's a saying that women always change. Why women change? Our mood change easily. And that is because we have so many different types of hormones that is control behind us. And if you remember what you have learned in Form 4, when you were still in 16, we have estrogens, okay? We have also progesterone. We have also a lot of prolactins and different kind of hormones that help to regulate our menstrual cycles. And whenever we have our menstrual cycles, the 1st to the 7 days, that is a menstrual cycle. And after that, immediately we will move to follicular ovulations, and then the early luteal, and also the PMS stage. So what does these 4 stages mean for us? During menstruations, you will have low estrogens and very low progesterone. And that is why you will feel fatigued and low energy. You cannot do anything, all right? And this is the time for you to really rest and recover. During follicular and ovulation stage, your energy will suddenly peak because your estrogen rise up, because the body wants you to get ready to bear a children. Again, it's all about naturals. Women have to bear children and give the next generations, right? And that's why you feel increasing energy and better mood. And slowly, when it goes to early luteal phase, you will have rising progesterones. You will still feel strong, but probably may start a little bit slower. And last but not least, PMS. Your inner linings of your blood start shedding, and you will have bloating, mood swings, and also low motivation. So this is a cycle, 4 phases of cycle in 1 month that we have to go through every month, 12 times per year. And for some of us, very special case, if you have menstruations every 2 weeks or menstruations every 4 months, that is a different case. So would you like to know more and understand your body? Now, after realizing I have 4 phases, I would know when is the best time for me to perform at the gym, at the exercise, or when is the best time for me to meet people. And that is how I realized that by utilizing the energy level that I have, I will be able to perform better at my job. And certain days, do not blame myself for being fatigued and feeling tired, because it is the hormones that regulate us, right? And today we are very proud to have Dr. Loh from Subang Jaya Medical Center, very experienced doctor, to talk to us what is menopause. Okay, when we talk about menopause, this is the cycle that this is a friend that have been with us probably 25 years or more, and suddenly she will be gone. And without all these regulations of hormones, what will it happen to us in terms of health, right? And is there any precautions for us to go through these difficult phases? We want to know more. So more ladies over here, we have more awareness about our body and how we can help with the energy levels and be prepared for the next second half of our life without these hormones that helping us, okay, with our body. So without further ado, I would like to pass the floor to QE to kickstart today's meeting, and later on, June, that will regulate and also coordinate this meeting. And very proud we have all of the ladies here together with us. And without further ado, we will kickstart a wonderful meeting tonight. Over to you right now.
Thank you very much, President Given. SAA, can I have the slide, please? Good evening, ladies. My name is Ratno, and I'm the TOE for tonight's special meeting. I'm very honored tonight as we have a very, very excellent, esteemed guest speaker tonight. But for the benefit of our guest tonight, I would like to start with our Toastmasters history. And as everybody knows that this excellent platform to learn how to speak and conduct meetings, plan programs, and also leadership started by Mr. Ralph C. Smedley and established more than 100 years ago. We are very proud that we are one of the members of the 14,000 plus clubs in more than 150 countries. Next one, please. So this is the club mission, that the club will be very supportive and very positive in giving the experiences to the members that resulting a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Venus is one of the Toastmasters Club that was established or chartered on the 21st of June 2021, and we are very proud that we have achieved Presidential Distinguished Club, 100 Pathways Adoption and Triple Crown Achiever. Our vision is to empower and support women to improve communication and leadership skills. Now, again, for the benefit of the guests, as usual, we would like to show you or to present here how does the Toastmasters Club meeting work. So as usual, tonight we will have a prepared speech. We only have one prepared speech, and then we are going to have a impromptu speech or table topics, which is always very popular, and also followed by an evaluation. Since we don't have GE tonight, I would like to introduce the role players of tonight. We have the timer and a counter. So can I have the timer, please?
Hello. Good evening, everyone. I'm Wendy. I'll be the timer for tonight. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. So for the table topics, I will time their speeches no more than 2 minutes. For prepared speeches is between 5 to 7 minutes. For evaluations is between 2 to 3 minutes. And for the interview is between 30 to 40 minutes. So I will time it green, yellow, and red to show the timing. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. And as usual, the SAO will time the timer when the speaker is delivering their speech. Next, I would like to invite our counter, Mei Hong.
Thank you, Reno. Hi, good evening, everyone. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crush or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds including and I will also note when a speaker repeats word or phrase such as I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you, and back to you right now.
Thank you very much, counter. Right. Tonight, we will have one speaker, which is Lisa Lim, who will be delivering the speech that will be the project of evaluation and feedback on her pathway leadership development. And Lisa Lim, goodbye, cannot. Help, why not? Goodbye, cannot. Hello, why not? And Lisa Lim. But before that, I would like to invite the Alicia Lim's evaluator, Michelle Lum, to mention the purpose of the speech. Michelle Lum, your turn.
Thank you, TOE Retno. The purpose for Alicia Lim's speech tonight is the project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech, evaluation speech. Over to you, Alicia, on your speech title, Goodbye Cannot, Hello, Why Not?
Thank you, Michelle. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and friends. I used to hate English, not just dislike. I mean, I really hate it. I remember when I was a kid, working in the shopping mall, an English education promoter stopped me and said, Mimi, do you like the cartoon in the video? You can ask Papa to buy it for you. I look at him, dead serious, and replied, cannot, I don't like English. For me, English was like a monster under the bed, a phobia. I couldn't express myself in English, not to friends, not at work, especially not in Singapore, where fluence is expected. In meeting, I stay quiet. In presentation, I panic. Cannot was my favorite word. It was my shield. So why did I join Toastmaster? Because deep inside, a little voice whispered, maybe you can. From someone who couldn't say a full sentence in English to someone now standing here, deliver a speech, and even compete in area contests in the beginning of the year. It's been a long journey. A journey from I cannot to why not. Let me tell you another time I said cannot. I was on a working holiday in New Zealand. One night over drink, my friend shouted, we are going bungee jump tomorrow. And I tried to act like cool. Yeah, me too. It's tomorrow. But the next morning, my stomach cramped. My face peeled. I keep imagining falling, dying. At that moment, I stood on the bridge. My tooth is on the edge. Oh, wind in my ears. I'm looking into the valley, surrounding by the hard rock. I thought, why am I here? I pay to die. The instructor counted down, 1, 2, and I said, cannot. Supposed to be 1, 2, jump. But I try again. 1, 2. I cannot. Then on the 4th try, I joke to the instructor, why don't you push me? He laughed at me. Sorry, ma'am. We are not allowed to push you. Yeah, they are not allowed to push me. So I closed my eyes and thought that, why not? Why I cannot? But at the next second, I think that, why not I just think of marshmallow? Wow, I love marshmallow. And I did it. I jumped. In the 1 second of free fall, I felt the most blissful. It's really I'm feeling the experience in my life. It's like I'm flying. That day I learned the best thing in life is really on the other side of fear. Everything you want is hiding behind the wall of cannot. And the only way to find it is to jump. When I first joined Toastmaster, I didn't even know toast mean. But over 3.5 years, I took a baby step. I stumbled, I struggled, and yes, I say cannot many times, but each cannot became a lesson, a step forward, a seed of growth. I cry, I hurt, I doubted myself, but each breakdown is make me stronger. It's like the music. What make you strong? What doesn't kill you make you stronger. Stand a little taller. Yes, this is the stronger version of Elisha. And the best part of my Toastmaster journey, I wasn't alone. You know that in this term EXCO, you know how many D person in our EXCO team? Wow, 7 of us, but it have 6 of us, our 90% dominant are higher. It wasn't always easy. We had disagreement, we faced rejection. As a VPM, I had a lot of doors closed on me. But every time I fail and I was saying no, I told myself, why not try again? Why not find another way? There was a time I have a conflict with someone in club. I questioned something I need from her, something that I felt is important, but she couldn't provide. I got upset. And then she told me something that really shocked me. The way that I communicate, sounds like a bossy. Yeah, sometimes I'm nasty, but I'm not bossy. I had never thought of myself that way. That word is really hit me. I was confused, hurt, but I turned to another fellow Toastmaster. I said, I cannot, I don't know how to solve it. But she gently told me, maybe it's just how the message came across. I reflected and I asked myself, maybe I try another way. The Toastmaster encouraged me to rephrase my sentence and tell her the method is so important. I did it. So instead of sending another message, I sent a voice message, a warm, clear, and honest. And it's just like communication shifted, the tension melted. We began to understand each other better. The moment taught me sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. To all of you sitting here today, maybe you have a moment of doubt. Maybe you think, I cannot speak well, I cannot be a good leader. But let me tell you, yes, you can. Maybe it's not today, but with baby steps, you can do it. Because Tom Fragott said, who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today. So fellow Toastmaster, I invite you to say goodbye to cannot and say hello to why not. Because in Toastmaster, the sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Wow, thank you, Alicia. I just loved the way you deliver your speech, and your title was very catchy. I didn't know where it went. Cannot, goodbye, and then hello, why not? I loved it. Of course, we have to stay positive and don't take no for an answer. I just love it. Thank you, Alicia. Well, ladies, tonight is also very special, and then as usual, we are going to move on to our table topic session, and it's always very popular. And of course, I would like to invite especially the guests to join this, and then we are going to have Risantan as the evaluator for this session, and I would like to invite Michelle Ma as our topic masters of the night.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for the topic master again. Okay, so let me share my screen. Are you able to see anything?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, how do
Can you
I?
try again?
Okay.
Yes, no, but can you move it to full screen?
Yeah,
Uh,
try to move it to full screen.
You go display settings.
Yeah. Display setting. Then after that,
Swap.
this way.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 7 table topic questions here. I try to make it a little bit simpler because tonight our topic is about menopause. And if I were to do it on menopause topic, I think not many, including myself, would be able to have this storytelling on the topic. So I decided to do it more of health and how are we going around our health and how do we take care of it, and numerous questions that will prompt us to think about how are we going to be a better health, taking care of our health being. And that also thanks to the idea from Mei Hong as well to give me some pointers. So any volunteers tonight for my table topic?
May I?
Yeah. Which number would you like to take?
I would like to take number 2.
Describe a time when you tried to be healthy, but it's just backfire. Over to you, Huyin.
Backfire means the
Backfire means
reverse effect, is
yeah,
it?
it doesn't happen, or you are trying very hard and it just didn't materialize. That's what backfire means. Or it could be another effect that came back.
Sorry, Michelle, can you take down the slide, please? Daring, thank you.
Actually, all along the way, I didn't put too much effort to be very healthy. I just try to do more exercise to strengthen my muscle. Actually, I didn't experience the so-called backfire effect from from my effort in getting more healthier. As a software engineer, I used to sit for very long in front of the computer, and I live a sedentary lifestyle. I rarely do exercise. As a result, my muscle is very weak, and I noticed that my backbone is slightly tilt. So currently I am putting some effort in strengthen my muscle. I go for physiotherapy and then do a lot of exercise to strengthen my back and my leg also. I hope this effort can help me to turn into a more healthier person. Thank you.
Thank you, Huyin. Very well said. I know it's not easy. What about the second speaker that would like to take my table topic? Let me share my screen again. Can you all see?
Yes.
Okay. Who will be the one that is going to take the challenge? Anyone?
Can I go?
Yes. Which number?
Number 5.
Number 5. Do you think technology helps or hurt our health, and why?
Okay. For me, I feel technology doesn't actually hurt or help in any way. It is just a piece of tool. All right. It depends on how you use it. If you use it properly, the way that it was intended to be used, then of course, definitely it will help. For example, things like scheduler, things to help you organize your day so that you are not stressed and overwhelmed all the time. If you know how to use that correctly, that will definitely help. But for a person like me, I don't know how to use these kinds of tools. I find it to be very, very overwhelming because I have to be constantly checking. I have to constantly check whether I've done my to-do list, whether I've ticked all the check boxes, am I missing anything? I'm referring to it all the time rather than actually accomplishing anything. So for me, that doesn't help. Also, of course, I'm sure there are those of us who use technology for other things, feeding our minds, maybe perhaps reading blogs or watching videos. But I think some of us are as guilty as me that you end up doing this till 1 or 2 in the morning, right? I do that all the time. And as a result, I wake up very tired, very sleepy because I'm not getting enough sleep. So in conclusion, I really don't think that it actually harms or helps in any way. It is a piece of tool. It depends on how you use it. So back to you, Table Topics Master.
Yeah, I truly agree with you. It's depending on how you use the tool. The tool could be detrimental to your health if, let's say, you're not using it wisely. If you're using it wisely, it can help you to be a tool to assist you to be healthier, to follow a better routine. So right now, after number 5 and number 2, let me share my screen again. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes. So we
Okay,
have
what
Erin on the
Erin?
list. Yeah.
Which number you would like to take?
I'll take 7.
7. Imagine suddenly you are a health guru. What's the first strange rule you will create?
If I was a health guru, I think the first strange rule I would create is to, when you exercise, don't bring any electronic devices with you, because I think that exercising should be you connecting with your health, connecting with your body, your mind, your soul, and also everything around you. So if you bring your device out, it acts as like a distraction for you. Like let's say the smartwatches you have, smartwatches, you, although yes, you do get to see your progress after the end of the day, but it also serves as a distraction because you always have to check, oh, it's 10,000 steps, oh good, I done enough today. But then if you take the thing away, it's like it doesn't give you that kind of stress anymore. And what else can I say? And also apps that also your track your route you go when you go jogging. I think that's a bit tricky because people like to, especially for women, we don't know who is monitoring us where we go. So I think it's a bit dangerous. I think that's all. Thank you.
That's a good one.
Thank
I
you.
also cannot do without the technology as well. So when I do my exercise, I need that because I need to know how much. But now you're asking me to go without it, it's also quite tough because it has become my habit as well. Okay, what about Pei Ling? The next one, let me share my screen. Pei Ling, are you there?
Yeah.
Great.
Can you see me?
Not yet. You choose your number, then after that I will see you when you speak.
Oh, number 4.
If your body could talk, what advice would it give you? It's a bit cheeky though. Yeah, tonight's topic. I just don't want to make it like very help kind of thing. So yeah. Okay, over to you, Pei Ling.
If my body could talk, what advice would it give me? Well, this is a very good question because first I saw the mirror. It is so much like me. Every day also look at the mirror and see, ayo, I'm so fat. I need to lose weight. But how come it cannot? It just stick there like up a bit and then down a bit. And then if I'm my body, I think my body will tell me, hey, you are healthy and you look good. You don't need to lose weight and no need to do anything. I think that's what my body is trying to tell me, because no matter what I do, also it just didn't help. So my body, I have a pear-shaped body, like a big pear. That's why I feel like my stomach is very big, and then I'm trying to lose weight and look good, but my body seems like trying to tell me that, hey, you don't need to work hard and you don't need to do anything, because whatever you do also, I'm not going to do anything. I'm very lazy, you know. I'm trying to protect you. I'm trying to makes you having a good life, enjoy your life with good food and having fun with your friends, and you no need to so suffer, go exercise and make me so suffer and make me so tired. I think that's what my body is trying to tell me. And my body also tried to tell me to stop being too harsh for myself. Thank you.
Thank you for your lovely speech. Your body is very nice to you. Okay, unlike my body. So do we have any more extra time? It looks like we don't have. Is that the last one? TOE?
Yes,
No time
correct.
already?
That's the last one. Sorry about that.
Okay, so that's the end of my session, yeah? Back to you, TOE.
Thank you, Michelle. It was such a good table topic session, and the answers were very unexpected, of course. So I think it's time for us to have a group photo. What do you think? And Krista, would you please do the voting? Do you have the list? But before that, of course, I would like to ask the timer whether everybody is on time. However, while we are waiting, can we do the group photo, please? And then Zoom Master, can you please be ready with taking photos?
Yes.
Can
Alright,
all the
everyone.
guests turn on your video?
Yes, please. And on your video. Thank you.
All right, on my count, I will take the group photo. Let's smile into the camera, into the pinhole. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Yay. All right, let's take another one. We maybe with a freestyle, okay? Anyone would like to have some freestyle? Let's do this as well. It's in concurrent with our background. This is our uterus, okay? Everyone will have uterus. 1, 2, 3. Now. All right. Thanks for the group photo. Will we move on with the voting or later right now?
While we are doing the voting, maybe we can have a 2 minutes break. Is that all right?
2 minutes break. Okay, sure.
Yeah, maybe 1 minute break.
We are a little bit over time.
Yeah, we are a little bit over time.
All right, let's.
What do you think, President?
A quick
Yeah,
one,
1 minute,
all
and
right?
then we will
We'll
come
back
to the
maybe at
workshop.
2.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because we cannot keep our urine for too long. That is also our health. The urinary tract is something that we need to take care as well. If not, you need to drink a lot of cranberry juice.
Don't hold your urine.
Cannot tahan. Yes. Yeah. Hi, Dr. Low. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me. All right.
Yeah. Together with you is Miss Tiba, right? From Subang Jaya Medical Center.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So later on, I will pass the floor to June. I think June will coordinate the entire session.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Dr. Loh, pardon me if I don't really introduce you very lengthy, because I think the importance of this meeting, we want to maximize the time that we have with you. So I will just maybe a short introduction. Where are you coming from? Okay, I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we are welcome back, everyone, and I would like to invite Jun Bae to introduce our esteemed guest speaker tonight. Thank you, Wei, for joining us tonight. So, time is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Retno, our Toastmaster of the evening. Good evening and good day to everyone. So in here, total we have 20 ladies that have special interest to this exciting, or I would say sometimes is under the discussion. The topic is called menopause. So before this, let me welcome to everyone again to discuss on the vital yet often under discussed topic, menopause. Menopause marks a significant hormonal transition in our life. So commonly associated with women, but question often also asks whether does it happen to male, right? So to shed lights on this, so we are very privileged to have Dr. Loh, the consultant obstetrician and gynecologist from Subang Jaya Medical Center. She's an expert in women's health and hormonal changes. Dr. Loh will help us to understand what menopause really entails, the age it typically occurs, symptoms involved, and importantly, how can we prepare and support for those that are going through. So as I was reminded, I only given 40 minutes, all right? So to make this discussion more fruitful, so I will want to actually segregate our discussion into this session. You can maybe see at the chat box. So I will first begin with giving everyone a definition. Perhaps Dr. Loh will bring us through. Then I will also want to touch on the symptoms. How do we prepare ourselves and manage it? All right. The support system, it could be family member or even our own parents, right? Then I will also open up to ladies, you, to actually have some maybe 5 to 10 minutes for Q&A if those questions that I asked or raised was not answer your questions. Then maybe at the end, we will have a closing thoughts. Does it sound good? Give me a thumbs up. All right. Okay. So, Dr. Loh, so what exactly is menopause? And at what age does it typically begin? Over to you.
Thank you, June. I initially prepared a slideshow for the
Mm.
talk, and June was we had a conversation. June was mentioning we don't want you to present, we want you to be more interactive. So feel free to stop me, okay, or ask questions. Okay. But one thing I want to fact I'm obstetrician gynecologist. People are always curious what's the difference. Okay, it's a female doctor. Obstetrician, remember the O and B. That's a mother carrying a baby. So that is everything about lady with the pregnancy condition. Whereas gynecology, that means a female, okay, female like whether it's a young or old, related to female reproductive organs is related to gynecology. So I'm the person that treating the female disease. Okay, so to answer your question, okay, so yeah, let me share this. Can you see this? Okay.
Yes.
Right. All right. So I'm sharing the slideshow. Okay. So why do we say menopause? Wait, let's come out for a second. See you all. Yeah. So when we say menopause, that is the end of the reproductive life of women. This is when our okay. All right. So this is when our ovaries stop functioning, it stop producing the female hormones, namely the estrogen and progesterone. So when this happens, so this marks the end of
Sorry,
the
doctor, can I interrupt? There is a safe message coming out. Can you disable it? It's on my screen. I don't know the rest. Do you all see something? Do you want to save changes you made in document?
Yeah, we see the same screen as well.
Okay. Okay.
it's here, is it?
Perhaps you want to share again your slide.
Okay. Share again. Oh, okay. So can you share this one? Okay. Can you see this?
Can. Maybe you want to put a
So,
slideshow.
yeah.
Slideshow.
So this is what slideshow. Where should I put it? This one. Okay.
On your top right, Doctor, slideshow.
Next slide.
There's a button. Yes.
Okay, can you see this?
Next slide.
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Yes.
All right. So yeah, back to the menopause. This is the definite phase in the women's life, and when the ovaries stop producing.
Sorry, doctor. Yes, this one. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So many people will ask me when is the actually menopause happen. So typically in Malaysia, it generally happen between the age of 45 until 55, where the age of 51 is the top. Well, most of the people will achieve the menopause by then. But this is arbitrary range. Okay, some women will enter the phase early before the 45 age of 45. It will be early menopause, whereas before 40 will be premature menopause. So menopause is a definite point. So can you see this point? We got it. It's a final menstrual period. But we will never know the final menstrual period after it happens at least 1 year of the last menstrual period. So you only know that when you have no menses for the past 1 year, and that is your final menstrual period. Before that, we call it the menopausal transition. Okay. And even before, when you're younger, we call it reproductive age. So as you can see, usually when you started to have a period, you usually have a variable menstruation. You might have an irregular cycle, but after you enter peak of your reproductive, you have a regular cycle. Then slowly it will become change in the flow and length. And when you enter, it becomes very bizarre. Sometimes your length of the cycle will be 21 days. Sometimes it even lasted for more than 60 days. That would be a 2-monthly bleed. Okay. So yeah, so this address your first question, right? Regarding the
Yes,
menopause.
Yeah.
What is
So
menopause? Yeah.
what I get from you, doctor, is if the menstrual stop for 1 year, that means you are already in the menopause stage. Am I right?
We only can label you menopause.
Can label. Okay.
Stop
All right.
bleeding for more than 1 year.
All right. But what if after 1 year, then maybe on and off, maybe you eat, the doctor advised you to take some medication to actually prolong. I'm not too sure using the right word or not. Then it came. Then does it consider a menopause, or you still have chance to have menstrual?
We call this as a post-menopausal bleeding.
Oh.
So that is something that very serious. All the gynecologists will take a deep breath and see why is it happen. Of course, if it's a medication related, then all right. But one thing we are very worried is that you might have early presentation of the cancer. Okay. So that is a very, very important message. Once you have menopause, achieve more than 1 year, no period, you are labeled as menopause.
Menopause.
So when you have post-menopausal bleeding, there is something wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a question coming from Redno. Perhaps I want to address this. What are the effects to women who take HRT for a long period of time? By the way, what is the full name of HRT?
HRT means hormonal replacement therapy. But now we slowly change it to MHT, menopausal hormonal therapy. Okay, so what are the effects? Okay, that will be a later part because I will answer it first. Okay.
So
let me stop sharing first. Let me see the question. The chat, is it?
Yes. Or we will touch at the later stage. I can park that later.
Okay. Okay, what are the advice to women who take HRT for a long period of time? Okay. Why we take HRT is we want to get back our female reproductive hormone. There's the estrogen and progesterone, just as one of the speaker mentioned in the early part of the topic. All right. So when we give them, okay, so they feel good. You have this. What? Let me rephrase it. Okay, estrogen and progesterone is very important. One thing is it protects our heart, it's cardioprotective, it maintains our bone health. Okay, it gives us smoother skin, shiny skin, more hydration. Okay, and as well as what we call that when you attain menopause. So all these certain loss of the hormone give you this shrink of your muscle, okay, and as well as the female reproductive hormone, you no longer have this regular bleeding, so your skin become very dehydrated, your bone become very brittle, osteoporosis may set in. So what are the effects to take for a long period of time? Last time we used to think that, okay, if you take HRT, you are going to get this breast cancer, estrogen, unopposed estrogen, give you this effect of the. Can you hear me clearly? Okay. So last time we used to say that HRT is dangerous, but more nowadays, as long as you are healthy, monitor closely, we can actually take the HRT as long as you require it. Okay. Menopausal bleeding, what are the symptoms? Most of them will be presented with hot flashes. Okay. The other one would be the vasomotor symptom. They have this muscle pain. Okay. And as well as let me share this one back again. Right?
So now we are in the
So-
symptoms, symptom of menopause. That should
Okay,
be
this
aware
we
of.
touch on. So some people will mention that, okay, before 40-year-old, we call it premature ovarian insufficiency. So it affects 1% of female population. Could be genetic, medical, or surgical cause. Why happen? If menopause happen because our estrogen is no longer there. You don't have female reproductive hormone. So these symptoms is like you feel hot all the time, you feel sweaty, you are unable to sleep. Okay, these are the effects that we think that we don't want. What we want is that we want to age gracefully. Okay. Yeah. All right. So menstrual pattern disturbance is one thing. Some people might have this, what we call the irregular bleeding. They cannot sleep, so they become irritable. They like to sudden have outrage, and some even have the sexual dysfunction. They feel the dryness. They they don't have the urge or libido. And sometimes you will feel the muscle pain, here pain, there pain, and vasomotor symptom is the hot sweating that I mentioned. Okay, so but what I want to highlight is that vasomotor symptom, the one that hot flushes, it will be intense hot flushes. Suddenly, there will be a heat from outside. In Malaysia, it's very hot nowadays, but this was an intense hot flushes that coming from within your body and flush to your face. And within 1 to 2 minutes, it will be settled down. Okay, this is the most commonly complaint symptoms. Okay, psychological, when you have lack of sleep, because you will feel depressed, irritable, loss of concentration, poor memory, and sexual dysfunction, loss of libido, paranoia, that means that when you have sex, you feel the severe pain. And some are even mentioned in the vaginal dryness. When this happens, so women will no longer enjoy this sexual activity. Okay, so one thing I need to highlight is that, okay, the vasomotor symptom, the hot flushes, sweating, this will resolve after 1 to 2 years. But urogenital atrophy, the dryness, the pain when doing sex will increase when you age older until demise. Okay, so this is the symptom. I'll stop here.
Okay, thank you. So we have know what the definition of menopause and also hear from doctor what are the symptoms, right? So doctor, I think the next questions that I would like to know is how can women prepare ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally? So on this transition to this stage of our life.
Okay. One thing, okay, awareness is important. What we call that, if you should be aware that we can't fight aging, okay, but we can do something about the symptoms that you are experiencing. Each woman experience menopause very differently. Just as those when you're pregnant, some people have this severe vomiting, some do not have any disturbance at all. So you have to talk to your doctor about this complaint. Okay, so when you have physically, we realize that the most important thing is the mindset. Okay, most of the people think that, okay, I'm growing old, okay, I have to endure this pain, and we call that those who are active in they sweat a lot, they have dopamine increase during daily activity, they maintain active, they suffer less with the vasomotor symptom. Of course, it somehow it's like distract you from concentrating on this symptom too much. Okay, and exercise if you help build up your muscle strength. Okay, it somehow will strengthen your muscle, protect you from, even though your bone density is going down, if you have a strong muscle, the risk of you getting osteoporosis fracture is less. Okay. The other thing is hot flushes. Okay. Some mentioned that primrose oil supplements might help. Okay. But compared to placebo is the medication we try to give to for those who comparing the real drug and the supplements, and the without supplements there's a team medication. Actually, it doesn't really help to improve your symptom. Some women can just go through these symptoms on their own without medication. Taking it make them feel that they are doing something about it, and they think that it helps them. Of course, we mentioned, we do see that more and more study coming out that mentioning all these supplements good, but generally the study is limited. Okay, this not very well established. It will help you very much. But the most important medication nowadays, well studied, will be the HRT, or you mentioned the hormonal replacement therapy, the menopausal hormonal therapy, which is the artificial estrogen and progesterone. Of course, there are so many types. Each person we will customize the medication for each symptom. This is to reduce the menopausal symptom. The vaginal dryness that I mentioned to you earlier. Okay, so that one will not, you get worse along the way. Okay, when you grow older, okay, this will become more and more dry. The skin will be more and more thinning. Okay, having sex is suffering for you. So we have this pre-marine cream, estrogen cream, which is very helpful, and it stops the burning sensation that most women will complain of. And also when the hydration is maintained, okay, some low dose of estrogen to restore the normal vaginal flora, and therefore reduce your chances of having urinary tract infection. Okay,
Okay.
and
So doctor, among our guests here, right, they are different age, right? Some are at their 20s, 30s, and also we have some are above 50. So perhaps I would want to target this to most of our members here who are at their age of 30s, right? Before going into the stage menopause, what are the things that they can do for these 10 or 15 years preparation, before they come to that stage? Is there anything that you can give advice?
I would say that, okay, when you're younger, okay, good storage of the, what we call that, because our calcium will be we start losing our calcium from our bone starting from 20, even 30. Okay, so it's good that you have to maintain a good vitamin D, good level of vitamin D, calcium in your diet. In Chinese, I can see that most of them, our Malaysian population have a very low calcium diet, and the risk of osteoporosis is very high in the population. That is number one. Number two, when we maintain with the, what we call that, healthy lifestyle, okay, don't get too obese, because when you have this, and whenever you have this, what we call that, the irregular cycle, okay, normal you should have a monthly cycle. Shortest you can have 21 days, longest you should have about 3 months, correct? About 120 days. So those who have irregular cycle, there is a risk of insulin resistance, and therefore they make a higher risk of having the endometrial cancer in later in life. So whenever you are younger, make sure that you watch out. Okay, never let yourself to have no bleeding for more than 120 days, because in later, a post hormone in your body it will make your endometrium risk of developing polyps and cancer later in life. This is number 2. Number 3 would be enjoy, maintain the healthy lifestyle, and eat healthy when you're younger. Anything else you want to ask me about that? That will be 30, 40 years.
And usually the suffering on this symptom, like you say, hot flush and your skin will get dry, right? Is there a period that this hot flush will disappear, maybe after 3 years or whatnot? Or it
Yeah. Majority of them had the slide earlier. Majority usually about the beginning of the menopause, okay, first year, and some even the perimenopause, the one that 2 to 3 years before that. So you will have these hot flashes. Yep.
the table, the chart, right?
Yeah, the chart. Yeah, correct. So this is the usually most likely is the first 2 years after your final menstrual period, or before that, 3 years before that. This is the peak of your menopausal. Once you pass this zone, maybe 5 years down the road, you do not have any hot flashes, vasomotor symptoms. Okay, but mind you, some people who can't take it this region when they have vasomotor symptoms, they will come to us to okay, I would like to have something to reduce my symptom. We will give them MHT. So therefore, the symptoms will disappear. However, when you stop, okay, it might recur because your body is already used to the estrogen level in your body. So why we have the vasomotor symptom mostly is due to that withdrawal symptom. Just like how you take caffeine, coffee, suddenly you didn't take, then you will have the symptom.
Okay, doctor, maybe I want to switch the lens to ask about, are there any natural remedies that can also help to go through this, like Chinese herbs or qigong or anything? Does it, in your opinion, would it help?
Qigong. Okay. We mentioned that menopause is due to lack of estrogen. There is something we call phytoestrogen. That means that estrogen is present naturally in our plant. Okay. Most commonly well known is soy product. Okay. And they have this and mung beans. This somehow is promoted to be help to relieve your menopausal vasomotor symptom. But whether it will help in maintaining your bone health, your muscle strength, is still not very well established. It might help with your vasomotor symptom. It will not help with the muscle strength, your insomnia, you're unable to sleep, okay, vaginal dryness. This one is if you don't want to take the HRT, then you will be targeted. That's like the cream for your skin and also the vaginal gel before the sexual intercourse. And also calcium and vitamin D supplements for the bone health.
Okay. All right.
Some study like black cohorts were not very well established, not a very wide to support.
Sorry, what support on what? I can't really
Black cohort is a part of the supplements when you look at the pharmacy. Okay, I shall get here.
What, the evening prime rose, that one also people are widely promoting.
Yeah, somehow because it's the oil, right? So we don't really see the risk of taking it too much lah. So If people want to take, we will say, okay, you can try.
But we will not endorse it lah on their personal
Yeah.
decision. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So perhaps I would like to go into the support system, right? How can family members, especially maybe our parents, our aunties, to you all as a family member to provide better support during this time?
Parents, parents usually they will know that okay, they go through this, but each of us are so different. Okay, you don't expect that last time they can endure the heat without aircon, but nowadays the temperature is so high we can't live without the aircon. So you can parents how to support sometimes I think the spouse is the one that giving that play a role, okay, in giving them the support, understanding that the mood changes and the loss of libido, that means the loss of sexual interest, is due to the menopause symptom and not related to the personal, okay? It's not that I don't feel my husband attractive nowadays. I don't feel like want to do this sexual intercourse. I want to be intimate, okay? And as well as the kids, right? When you are in the age of menopause, your your children are probably reaching the age of rebellious, okay, teenagers. Somehow there will be they don't understand why your mood changed. You turn into a different kind of person. My mother told me a lot when I was in a teenage, and then realizing that she might be suffering something all by her own because we don't understand. Okay, and so that is the knowledge that the education should be implemented in our school children as well. Yeah. Other than that, the society should be more understanding in having the women at work. Okay, make sure that okay, you might not to be too strict on the what we call the uniform. Okay, may be more flexible for those demanding jobs. Okay, they might be handling a more burden than the other younger employee.
Okay, right. So perhaps this would be my final questions before I open this up to Q&A session. So why is it important for community and the office workplace to acknowledge and support women going through menopause?
Okay, one thing I mentioned is that those who are already achieved menopause would be probably they are already working for a long time in the same company. Okay, there is what we call the seniority is there, all right, and then there should be what we call this. They should understand that every woman present differently. Okay, some women go through very smoothly. People then might have this irregular bleeding that disturb them from going to work. Okay, work performance as well as the work attendance, and some might not be able to concentrate when they're just like how they used to have. Okay, and the working environment, working temperature should be addressed as well by the company as well. Then must look into the ergonomic. And some women, when they sit for too long, they might have this back pain, muscle pain as well. And what else? Anything else you want to add?
So I'm trying to see any questions that in the chat room, right? So
Let me see.
Yeah. Supplement. Sherry asks, I took a supplement and it helped me with my hot flushes.
Okay.
Is it we can just get it from the pharmacy or need to go and see doctor to prescribe?
What supplement is that?
Shirley?
Swiss balance, Swiss menopause balance, and like you said, it contained black cohosh. Actually, when I menopause, I look for other replacement for estrogen, and black cohosh kept coming up in my search.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's when I found this brand.
Yeah. What I want to say is because it's not a very okay, although a lot of study doing surveying on this product, okay, but when they when they compare with placebo, actually even you don't take it, your symptom will somehow will resolve on its own. So if you think that you are okay with it, then yeah, please you can go ahead. Whether it definitely help is still a question of.
Shirley, may I ask, the symptom is hot flush is during any time of the day or you just trigger?
Yeah, any time of the day, I'm just sitting doing my own thing, and suddenly it felt like somebody built a fire around me, you know.
Oh, okay. And usually how long does it last?
Yeah, just a few seconds lah, but it's quite inconvenient. But I think during perimenopause, it was a bit more severe. Like one time, it actually came with palpitations. And I was having dinner with my friend that time, I actually thought I was having a heart attack or something.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it could be very severe for some women. They can't
Yeah.
even sleep. And some went for shower in the midnight just to
too hot.
bring down the temperature.
Okay. So Michelle asks, HRT is to take before or after menopause?
Whenever you have symptoms.
Oh.
Okay. So when you are approaching menopausal, your hormones go like this. Okay. So we are giving you exogenous hormone. That means maintain the level so that you don't have the fluctuation. So even before you menopause, that means before you reach your final menstrual period, we will give you something to mimic the contraceptive pills. Okay, it will be a cyclical bleed if you feel like you want. Okay, some women have this symptom around 45. Okay, we want them to feel normal. They want you to feel young. We let them bleed. So that's a bleeding regime. When they reach 52, they think that, okay, I don't want to have period anymore. So then we'll give you a non-bleeding regime. That means you take the medication every day, the same dose, with a lower dosage. This is the hormone replacement.
Could I ask you, doctor? Sorry, it's a bit long, so I couldn't write. I've reached my menopause already, and then it was quite a while ago, and then the symptom was very, very, very mild. The hot flashes, I had it, but like the mood swing, I didn't really have it probably because I was working. However, for years before I reached my menopause, I just would like to know if maybe this helped because I took a lot of supplement. One of them was like evening primrose. I just wonder whether those help. Of course, with exercises, where those help that the symptoms were very mild during my premenopause until my menopausal period. Thank you, doctor.
So you're asking whether evening primrose oil help your menopausal symptoms?
Yes, and other supplements, hormonal supplement. Thank you.
Okay. There are too many placebo effect in most of the supplements. Okay. So I can't really tell you, but if you think that it helps you, then you can go ahead. Whether it really do the job or not, or is by nature, your symptom naturally goes away, we don't know. Okay, but of course, definitely calcium, vitamin D is very important supplements to maintain your bone health. That is well-established study to support this. Evening primrose oil is very controversial, if I say. Okay, majority of our menopausal society. Oh yeah, and a one good support group for Malaysian. We have a Malaysian menopausal society in Facebook. They are quite active and they provide a lot of activities that you can join. I think you guys might be interesting. It's a Malaysian menopausal society.
Thank you, doctor.
So yeah.
Okay, thanks, doctor, for the answer. So I also got questions asking about coffee. Even and also Serene asked, their coffee drinker, would that will coffee cause early menopause or does it make it worse?
Okay. Coffee will not cause early menopause. Then those who have vasomotor symptoms, the hot flashes, sweating, night sweat, they will somehow make your symptom worse. Okay, so because of coffee, they have some caffeine. Caffeine, they tend to make your blood vessel constrict. Okay, the blood vessels vasoconstriction. So therefore, they may make your symptom and your blood vessel more sensitive to changes of the what we call that changes the muscle of your vessel. So you tend to have this hypertension for a short while. Okay, then it somehow make your symptom worse. So if you drink 5 cups of coffee per day, probably you have to reduce. But if 2 cups, I don't think that make much difference.
Okay.
Of course,
That give a good news to our member Pei Ling, because she says she loves coffee. I think many of us also would rely on coffee at least 1 or 2 cups a day. All right.
Coffee generally don't affect the hormone.
Thank you. All right. So I also have Michelle is asking, at age of 45, right, can start such medication. I think you are referring to, is it those supplement, is it, Michelle?
Supplements or hormonal replacement therapy.
Hormone replacement, because I think you mentioned at 45.
HRT.
Yeah, HRT. But it's like
okay.
long term, right? It's long term thingy, right? So when you take it, you can't stop, is it?
Not that you can't stop, but then nowadays we realize that as long as you are under monitoring, okay, you do a routine mammogram every 2 years, okay, you don't have other underlying heart disease or strong family history blood disorder, usually you can continue the HRT as long as your body needs it. Okay, even though it's a before 5-year-old, you still already have the symptoms improve with the menopausal hormonal therapy, you can start on it. Of course, at 40-year-old, where we have that premature ovarian insufficiency, then we will give you a higher dose of the cyclical contraceptive pills, just like the birth control pills. It's basically almost the same thing, but the HRT is more natural and it's more feasible for your body. So you can continue as long as your body needs it.
You were mentioning about black cohosh earlier, black cohosh or soy from Nutrilite. So what's the difference taking that and taking this? That is like after, this is the beginning, meaning that the HRT is like you're preventing, you maintain and you take it first. Then after your menopause come, then you will take the black cohosh and soy, is it?
Cohosh is a supplement, okay, to relieve your menopausal symptoms.
Yeah. So there's after.
It's more of a supplement, but HRT is the treatment. It's the drugs that give you the relief of your symptoms. Definitely replace the estrogen that you're losing when you're aging. Black cohosh is more supplements to help you go through the menopausal changes. mainly the vasomotor symptoms, that means the hot flashes.
So one is for during and one is after. Can I say that?
No, you can both together.
Oh, can have both together at the same
Because
time.
that is just like your pink primrose on, it's just like supplements.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we want to take the last questions. Shirley asked, can I get HRT from government hospital like GH or clinics kesihatan? I've asked from some private clinics and hospital and they cost 200 to 300 per month, not counting blood tests.
Yes, you definitely can get from the clinic kesihatan. General hospital, yes, but then most of the time, the waiting, yeah, last time I used to work in the general hospital, we do have same patient come for this HRT lah.
Okay.
I don't think it's 200 to 300 per month, probably about 100 lah, 60 to 100 per month.
From the government hospital or
The
clinic?
the medicine, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, one more question, yeah, June. How to
Ah.
check the estrogen level?
There's no rule in checking the estrogen level unless you are less than 40 years old.
Sorry?
Pardon? Unless?
You are less than 40 years old. Very young. Because you remember that menopausal, reaching menopausal, your hormone level is way up and down. So you don't know which one to interpret.
So there's no tool for checking, like high blood pressure got tool to check. Estrogen is no. I'm just asking.
Sorry.
Time to invest. The scientists need to
But
invest.
isn't there a blood test for this?
Pardon?
If you
I mean, isn't there a blood test to check your hormone level?
Oh, is it
yes,
such thing?
usually there's no rule to check it. Of course, if you want to have a definite answer, you can check the FSH level, FSH and LH level, the follicular stimulating hormone, which the hormone that reacts giving all this hormone because your estrogen is low, so your body stimulate estrogen to come up. So they stimulate another hormone called FSH, LH, that aim to recruit the eggs of your ovary and make it to release your eggs. So these two hormones, if they are sky high, you're definitely menopause. But whether you need to test or not, because it will be here your money goes up. So usually when you're around the menopausal age, perimenopausal age, and symptoms fill the criteria, then probably we just start the medicine straight away. No need to test the but of course, sometimes when you're 45 or very young, 40-year-old, you have the symptoms, but we should investigate why you're going through this early menopause. Yeah, and early menopause, why your ovary feeling most of the time is due to one thing is when you have genetic problem, Turner syndrome, where your female usually is XX, you become X0, some genetic. Number two is you are having some disease that destroy your ovaries. Okay, your ovaries no longer functioning. Those who are taking chemotherapy, radiotherapy for cancer treatment, they will kill off your ovaries as well. So your hormone will drop significantly. So these are a few common causes for premature menopause.
Okay. All right. So I saw the timer. Wendy has given me the signal, I think more than 5 minutes. So I want to cut this session. Unfortunately, we do not have more time for doctor to answer all our questions. However, I think today we have spent a good 40 minutes to go through and understand more about menopause and also preparing for young ladies like you all, preparing your transition in your hormonal in your life. And also don't forget to give care and patience to people that is suffering. Of course, if required and you're suffering on all the symptoms, the right person to see is to find a doctor like those are well trained and also can provide some advice. All right. So with this, I would like to perhaps ask our doctor to give us what advice would you give to women entering to this phase of life to close our interview session today.
All right. So, um, one thing is you should aware what are the symptoms of the menopause. And number two is any abnormal bleeding during the perimenopausal should always be investigated as you go for a scan, and pap smear is the most important thing. Okay, because abnormal bleeding can signify something more sinister like the polyps or endometrial cancer. And number three is don't be afraid to take hormone replacement therapy. Nowadays it's very natural and the patient will not experience side effects of it. Okay, and lastly, when you're entering perimenopausal, all can be unpredictable, so you might get at that time if no extra precaution. Okay, so
Okay, thank you.
and
Thank
I
you,
hope
doctor.
aging gracefully.
Thank you. Ladies, let's give a big round of applause to our doctor for a wonderful and a very detailed explanation. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank our president even to get some caption and then put it down into our chat room so everyone can refer on that. All right. Thank you so much. We have successfully completed this session. And I would like to say thank you to Doctor once again and also support from the teammate Tiba and from Subang Jaya Medical Center. With that, I shall hand it over to our TOE, Toastmaster Retno.
Thank you very much, June. Thank you very much, Dr. Lu. It was very beneficial for us, and also it's really good for us to know about our body. I would like to invite our President Yvonne to present our appreciation award to Dr. Yo for being the guest speaker tonight. Crystal, could you please share the screen, the award that we have prepared?
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, let me pin Dr. Low and myself.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Thank you so much, Dr. Low, for spending your very precious 40 minutes time in answering all these questions, because usually menopause is something taboo. Okay, we don't hear it very often unless we make our own research, right? Or during in a formal community, and it's good to have all this information, especially for our audience here who are mid-30s and closing to 40s, very ready for the very unique phase that we all have to undergo. Thank you so much. So I will take a screenshot. Please pin Dr. Low at the side.
Yes,
someone
please, anyone please pin Dr. Low so I can photo Yvonne?
Okay, I will pin. All right.
Yeah.
1, 2. Where's the slide? Okay. Now into the pinhole. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Now, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, and thank you.
Thank
Is
you.
there any social media that we can, follow Subang Jaya Medical Center? Social media that we can tag you as well. After we have, after this session, we will do a social media posting. Then we can tag Subang Jaya Medical Center.
Yeah, sure. There will be Instagram as Facebook as well. Yeah, Tiba is around. Tiba, I'm marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will get the team to get the details from Tiba.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Good day.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good night. Good night,
Have a good
Dr. Low.
evening. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you. Okay, ladies, now it's time for our next session, which is the evaluation. And I would like to invite first Michelle Lum to be the evaluator of our speaker and Lesa Lim. Michelle Lum, time is yours.
Thank you, TOE Retno. I was so engrossed in the in that session just now that I'm almost forgetting the evaluation speech. But I do want to congratulate Toastmaster and Nisha Lim. You certainly have come a long way from 3 years ago. I found myself engrossed as well, following every single word you were saying. I was also feeling the emotions that you were having throughout your speech. I especially liked your quote about who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today. And clearly, what you've done today is a testament of all that you have prepared yourself for in the last few years as a Toastmaster. I know I haven't seen you in a long time, but I find myself extremely proud to see you today because what I have heard and experienced, and I'm sure the audience would agree, is that it was a very well prepared speech. It was not only just a well prepared speech, you had facial expressions and hand gestures to emphasize what you were saying, that goodbye cannot, and welcome, why not, right? Why not? And I could really sense your excitement there. And so that I felt was the strength in your speech, because there was a lot of alignment from what you said to what you felt. And your entire body had also had that language that complemented everything. So that was an extremely authentic speech. Naturally, then it was very confident. You were very confident on screen. And if there was anything, I felt like everything was quite perfect. And if there was even just one thing, if you wanted to get to that 99.9% excellence, you might consider stepping away from your laptop to show more of your body, because, honestly, when I'm so near the laptop, I can only do this much with my hands. There were times you extended your hands way beyond, and you can see right now, even my hands get cut off because I'm quite close to the laptop, right? So if you stood back a little bit more, that would improve your speech significantly as well, that 1.1% maybe. And of course, finally, there was this challenge at the evaluation. Your first evaluation challenge was if you would deliver such speeches in a physical meeting. So that is really, to me, I really feel for you, because that's the ultimate challenge, because that will train us to take our eyes off our well-prepared scripts and really stand out there and give it our best, trust our head, our heart, and our gut to deliver all that we need to do. So well done once again, Alicia.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Wow, very hot. Thanks.
Welcome.
Encouraging.
Sorry. Thank you, Michelle. It's brilliant. I just loved your evaluation, the way you presented, and it's very fresh to us. The next one, I think we can move on to Risantan to be the table topic evaluator for tonight. Risantan, time is yours.
Thank you, Retno, our Toastmaster of the evening. First of all, I would like to congratulate to 4 of our speakers tonight, table topic speaker. You all attempt the table topic session in within the time period set and try out yourself. So well done on that. First, on Wei Yeng topic, I like on Wei Yeng how you twist the questions, whereby when Michelle asked about the try to be healthy, but you got backfires. Instead of you talk about the common topic as like weight losing, you twist it into how you gain the muscle. And I get so jealous when you say that you didn't face any issue on your weight. So it was like, oh, immediately as an audience, I get to attach to what you say and then try to listen more on what you're sharing. So well done on that. Just one suggestion for me, next time when you start your speech, try not to use something like actually. When you start the negative word, it gives an impression on maybe you're not so confident with the topic that you are sharing. So this is one suggestion from me. And second, our speaker, Shirley. Shirley, I can see that you have experience on sharing on table topic. That's why you're so confident. When you get the topics, you use the example to link back to what you have shared, like how we use the technology corrective for me. And also you have pointed out that it overwhelmed the technology that we have faced currently overwhelm us by receiving so many information and other details. So I like it so much when you give the example, you show us a great example of when we share about one point by giving the example from our life, it link the audience easily, like me, connect well to what you have shared. So well done on that. And our third speaker, Erin, you need set a rules that so surprised me. Don't bring any device upon exercise. I really like how you twist the things and open wide our imagination. And throughout your sharing, I can see that actually you have the support on the logic of why you said this. Try not to stress us out by keep tracking on our how many that we have achieved so far, and all this is so valid on the reason. And also Erin, I like that how you upon your sharing you have the smile put on your face that you look confident upon your sharing. Just one advice for me, when you see the time light turning, don't be nervous and suddenly that's it. Make us a little bit on conclusion or a call out action. So fellows audience, put down your mobiles next time. Don't do any tracking and enjoy on the exercise. That's it. Okay, this is my suggestion for you. And last, our speaker Pei-Ling. I like that Pei-Ling inject the humor throughout the sessions, the topic that she said about how the body conversation with her, and you can't imagine the body advised her not to exercise is good enough. So Pei-Ling bring out the sessions of the topic in very humor method, which I like it so much. And just one suggestion from me is, Pei-Ling, because I believe that you have some experience on it. So upon you do the table topic sessions, actually I would suggest you to try to reduce those filler word like all these filler word where I realized you started it immediately once you receive the topic. So maybe all the sentence in your minds that you come out from your words that you didn't realize that you have all these filler words. So maybe upon you realize on your mind, hold it and continue with the next sentence. So this is the only suggestion I give to Pei-Ling. And thank you all for all our table topic speakers tonight. Thank you. Back to you, Retno.
Lisan, and it's never easy to evaluate 4 speakers. You have to use your listening skills, and then you have to be spot on your evaluation. Well, ladies, I think it's time for us to do the voting. So we will start from the table topic session speakers. I just would like to ask the timer, are they all on time? Oh, they're on time. Okay. So our Zoom master has prepared. So I'm able to see. Okay, let me see. I think I give to count to 3. Let me see. 3, 2, 1. I will share the polling. Thank you, everyone. Next one, please. So we are going to do even though we only have, is that correct? Crystal, we have the 2 evaluators, but we are still doing the voting. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I will end now. Thank you very much, everyone. All done. I will share this with our Zoom master, Crystal. While can we start with our reports from our role players? I would like to start from our timer, Wendy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me share the screen. Okay. Are you able to see the screen? Okay, so we start with the table topics. So everyone is within time. And for the prepared speeches, also everyone was within time. But for the evaluation, one is in time, but another one just exceed a bit. Yeah, that is all from me. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you, timer. Now I would like to invite Counter Mehong to deliver the report. Thank you.
All right, I would like to share my screen first. Okay, I hope everyone can see. So for Anisha, you will have 2 R, 1 1 but, total 3. For Hui Yin, there will 1 R, 3 and 1 total 5. For Shirley, only managed to catch 1 but, total is 1. For Erin, 1 R, 3 total 4. So for Pei Ling, will be 1 R, 3 5 1 but, then repeat UR, 2, and others that Pei Ling used La and total 14. For Michelle, there will be 3 total 3. For Risa, will be 3 R, 1 3 so, total 7. So today the most fielded users is and That's all from my report today. Back to you. Right now.
Thank you, Mehong. Shall I ask our Zoom master of the night, Crystal, are you ready to announce our winner?
All right. Okay. You present, so I share my screen.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for taking part in today's table topic session and also actively asking questions to Dr. Loh pertaining menopause. All right, now it's time for the awards and recognitions time. So who will be the best table topic speakers? Right. Drum roll, congratulations to Cheryl and Erin. Wonderful. Just for your information, Erin is our very first time trying out table topics, right? Very fresh Toastmasters baby, and then already on par with Cheryl, already seasoned Toastmasters. Let me pin both of them together. I cannot multi-pin. Let me try to pin Cheryl and myself. One moment. Forgive us. It's always auto closing behind. Okay, I have three of you together in front of my screen. Let's smile into the pinhole. 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations, Cheryl and Erin. Okay. Please do more table topics next time, Erin. Looking forward to your more active participation. Okay, let's move on. Who will be our best evaluators? Best evaluator for tonight.
Drum rolls.
Drum roll,
Ding.
please. Ding. Congratulations, Michelle. Yes, the moment you show up, you win something, right? So you won't waste your time.
So it entices you to come more, Michelle.
I knew it. I knew you guys were gonna say that.
You say you want to make yourself useful, right?
Yeah.
So we make you win something and then you will
Yeah,
come back
yeah.
more.
We miss you, Michelle. We really miss you.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you
you.
for the powerful evaluation.
Thank
Okay,
you. You're
1, 2, 3,
welcome.
smile into the pinhole. Okay, photo taken. And any more, wait. Okay, no more appreciations already. All right. Congratulations to Cheryl, Erin, and Michelle.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so now is a session, right, whereby I will pass the floor to our VPN. Our VPN, Alicia Lim. This is our second last shout out time for Alicia because we are transitioning to a new term. So this is our second last meeting in 2024 to 2025. Without further ado, let Alicia do the call for our upcoming activities, right? Over to you.
Wow, second last. Okay, means that I still have one more time. I thought that I'm pangkang liao. Hi, everyone.
So fast,
Okay, first of all, I would like to publicize our next health talk. I believe that you all enjoyed the sessions tonight. And thank you, June, for everyone who contact doctor and host the talk. So our next is endometriosis. Yeah, it's
Endometriosis.
Yes, thanks, Ragnar. It's on July 15th or July. So please feel free to join us and save your date. Come on, please take out your phone and save the date. Yeah, so remember and welcome and invite your friends and post on your social media to invite more people to join this very useful and helpful for women's talk. Okay, thanks. And other than that, I would like to invite our guest, Cheryl. Is it Cherry?
Cheryl.
Cheryl and
from
Cherry.
Cheryl from Gurney. Cherry is our DFM. May I have okay, Cheryl, may I have you share something that what you take from Venus?
Oh yeah, first of all, it's great to be back to Venus. I haven't been back in ages. I haven't been clubbing in ages, like mostly because, menopause. I'm tired all the time. No, it's true. I'm tired all the time. It used to be anytime people ask me, hey, come visit my club, I will go. But now, after work, I just want to come home and sleep because I'm so tired. But yeah, it's good to be back. I always enjoyed Venus meetings. It was really fun, just a bunch of women together, a bunch of powerful women together. I remember when you guys first chatted and you had Angeline. Angeline's no longer here. But you guys are.
She's still but it's traveling a lot. So
Yeah, we had Angeline around and we had Michelle around. I remember Michelle doing her speech on what was it? Body language. She was so cute and I just enjoyed her speech and she was so bubbly. And so it's great that this is the first time you're back in ages too, Michelle. So it's great. It's so awesome that I run into you here and I get to hear you do an evaluation. So thanks for having me. And thanks for organizing the talk about menopause also. It's actually what got my attention to come lah.
Thank you for coming, and also Michelle come back more. Yeah, thanks Cheryl, thanks for your sharing. Yeah, so save your date, huh? Now, may I have Cherry, our DTM? Cherry, are you there?
DFM.
Yeah, hi. Not yet DTM.
DFM, sorry, DFM.
Coming
It's okay.
soon.
Thank you, Alicia. Nice to join second time for the winners meeting. What I like the most is I have a very insightful knowledge about the health, the woman's how to say woman helps. That's why I would like to join again, but just now I was doing something, so I late for the meeting for 10 minutes. So next one on the 15th, actually I already marked my calendar. So I will join again, and then hopefully y'all will send me an invite on that. But once again, thank you very much for having me. It's very good to listen to the doctor, which no need to pay so much money. Then we can know all the knowledge we want. Thank you, June, also, June, for inviting all the
Free clinic,
doctors
free
also.
clinic. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining, Cherry. Thanks for your support.
Thanks, all your winners members. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cherry. Yeah, so anyone would like to share? Michelle, why don't you share? Seems like you like back.
Yeah, no, it's a very good topic, and of course, I think I was reminded of it. I mean, when it was first published in the chat group, I noticed it already, and then I was contemplating and thinking about it, and of course, the deal clincher was when I met Crystal this couple of weekends ago at a summit, and so was it a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, or is it just 1 week? I can't remember. I'm in transition too.
You're not the only one, apparently.
So, yeah,
I guess
brain
it was last
fog.
weekend.
Yeah. Oh, was it just last weekend? Yeah, 2 weekends
Yeah,
ago.
the weekend before.
Yeah. So, yeah, so I also experienced more of this menopause symptoms of starting this year, more so. So, and my symptoms are pretty bad. So I think it was a very useful session, just listening to it. And yeah, I mean, I'll just share, I don't mind because they were all women. I had like experience in the last month twice brain fog where I even forgot the year that we're in. I was so embarrassed. Lucky I wasn't talking to anyone, but I was just suddenly like, oh my gosh, what year are we in? And I'm like, I tell you, my experience was like, I was in, it's almost like Twilight Zone. I mean, I've never experienced it, but it felt like Twilight Zone for me. Like suddenly just went blank. Like I exist in this world, but I have no idea time frame, reference what year. So I had to check my phone. Then I said, oh, 2025. Yeah, what is 2025? Like it was just a very short moment before I regained my senses. And then it happened once when I was like talking to a client. Maybe he or she was a bit long-winded, and so I just went into a brain fog mode. I'm not sure. But yeah, and hot flushes, I'm feeling it. Like there's a nice little oven surrounding me. And I wasn't sure if it was because the weather was just so hot. It has been so hot.
Yes.
And I think the most telling one for me is arthritis, because I think many of you, if you've met me, you have spoken at length a bit more. I have hip osteoarthritis. So with this transition of perimenopause, oh my gosh, it's like 10 times more. So my joints, my hips, my knees, my legs, everything, even muscles feel more.
Welcome to my work, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get into your world right now. I'm trying to stay away as long as possible. So I'm doing whatever I can, but I don't know if, and of course I picked up pickleball to stay active, but I don't know if I'm actually accelerating into your world by playing pickleball. So yeah, it's a really interesting transition I'm going through. And yeah, but I'm just grateful. I have activities and I have friends who support along the way. I think it's a time where I am grateful that I am staying on my own, so I'm not biting anyone's head off. And if I get triggered by my clients, I cannot climb over and strangle them, you know. So yeah, but that is my transition period. So very interesting times. Yeah. And thanks for welcoming me. I am gonna try and plan a speech because I need to start my DTM project soon. So I need to plan a speech. And who should I talk to?
PPE.
Hey.
Next term,
Next
PPE.
term BBE.
I will need to plan a speech sometime in June. This month, yes, we're in June. So
Next
sometime.
2 weeks. Next 2 weeks then.
Yeah, sure. If you have space, then I'd be happy to.
Mei Hong, maybe you want to check on the calendar.
Yeah.
Pepe throwback to Mei Hong. Mei Hong, this month still Mei Hong.
Okay, you all two
I will
go
take
and
a look,
fight.
take a
Huh?
look.
Okay, thank you, Michelle, for your very
Yeah,
okay.
thanks for sharing your
Yeah,
experience,
sharing.
Michelle. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but I always blame the COVID, you know. If a memory gone, then I said, confirm it's COVID.
The
Yeah.
vaccine.
Yeah. So, okay, it's already 10. I don't want to hold everyone. I should pass the floor back to President and see you all in next month. Our glamping. Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle, you have
Thank you so much.
anything you want to say? Just a quick one.
No, it's just been a wonderful time to be in today's session. And yeah, I will try to come back more. I think that's the intention. It's just getting my butt on this seat at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Okay. That's the challenge,
Uh,
right? Sitting down, sticking for 2 hours and then not getting any movement. That's a challenge.
Yeah,
So
but at least
Mhm.
I'm at home, so it's no excuse. I can just get up from my seat and sit down again.
Yeah,
you
that's true.
have 13 people in the room holding you to that.
It's recorded.
Yes.
So
Okay.
there's a promise made. Okay.
Any airtime from anybody else?
No? Just want to give a shout out, just give a reminder, what is endometriosis? Okay, endometriosis. This is also my very first time hearing it. It's actually the uterus lining, right? Whenever we have menstruations, the blood is shed from the uterus lining that is supposed to be ready to land an ovum, right? To bear a child. But then sometimes the lining grows outside of uterus. It will grow at the tube, fallopian tube, other pelvic lining. So the lining that's supposed to shed during our menstrual cycle is grow in other areas. So by checking on it, I felt also very scary. This kind of symptoms really happens in our uterus, right? So please block your time on the 15th of July. Join us to see what is the symptoms, the preventive measures, and also what can we do about it if we really diagnose with the endometriosis. Yeah, today is on the 15th of July. And then, yeah, on the 17th of June, that would be our very last meeting in this term. So please block your time as well and join us. It will be our very last meeting in 2024 to 2025. So all corp officers will present what our achievements in this year.
Even
All
may
right.
I know when is our AGM?
AGM?
No AGM.
You mean yeah, next week.
Next week,
next meeting.
Next meeting. Okay.
17th of June.
Okay.
Confused AGM and election.
Cool.
Okay, have a good night because beauty sleep is also very important to maintain our health.
All right. Thank you
Right.
very
Bye,
much.
everyone.
Bye, ladies. Bye. Good night.
See you on the 17th of
Bye.
June. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.